what's your reaction to Kyrie making his free throws after suffering a torn ACL?
Man, it reminds me of when Kobe tore his Achilles, and he wanted to finish what he started. But I talked to his boy Spice. He said he's in good spirits. All you can do now is just get ready for the summer. Just prepare yourself and just try to get back to who you were. Unfortunately, just a situation where a lot of bad things been happening in Dallas. So, but I just wish the best for him, because I know he's gonna come back and
Yeah, a dude who loves the game as much as Kyrie does.
Yeah.
Obviously been an ambassador to the game. Does a lot of charitable stuff off the court as well.
Yeah. Just unfortunate.
Man, it's a sad day. Obviously, there's 1 year remaining on his contract, but that is a player option, so has potential to become a free agent this summer. But let's move it over to side. Cemetery Larry, just reaction to Kyrie suffering a torn ACL, out for the rest of the season with the Mavs.
It was my team. It was my team, locked and loaded. All our guys are down now. Literally just like turning the tide. Overnight, you can go right into rebuilding overnight. Trying to figure out what's going to happen next year, because you can't put Anthony Davis in that front seat without being with that team. He only played 1 game with that team, looking to try to take them for a playoff run with nobody that can really kind of steer that ship. It's tough.
It's unfortunate because everything he had to overcome too, Kyrie. Like he, got to the finals last year, was playing, they're playing great. They were trying to write him off. He, got to Dallas. He turned the tables, and then, just unfortunate.
Absolutely.
So, Gibbs, what's your reaction to hearing this news that Kyrie out for the remainder of the season, torn ACL?
I mean, it's sad, when you go to the championship and, you get back some of your name that was, torn down in Brooklyn, and, you're getting a fresh start, everything's moving forward. I mean, after the championship, I think 7 days later, he was playing at USC with all the young boys. Like, shit, I can't take a, he said, I ain't played this long in a long time. So, he was already, training, guiding, mentoring the young. So you hate to see someone like this get hurt. I was talking to Spice with Tuesday, Sunday. So I was on YouTube, put the video up. It's a 12-hour Kyrie video. And I'm just sitting there. 3 hours later, I'm just sitting there, and I hit Spice like, yo, he's a master at what he does. He has a master class in movement, where he puts his feet, how he shifts players, his layup package. It's like, he's mastered, the elements that he needs to get his shot off, to get by people. So, to see, someone like that taking off the game when they're just getting into their mojo again this season, is sad. So, speedy recovery.
So with him getting hurt, and he's what he got? He can opt in.
So we got a player option at the end of this season.
Player option, so he can opt out if he wants to.
Right. If you're Kyrie, what do you do? At this point in your, how old is Kyrie?
I'll be 33 later this month.
You opt in?
Player option, $44 million this summer.
40.
Rob.
Because how long does he have into the next season?
No, I think he can player option this summer.
What is this, ACL?
Torn ACL.
Torn ACL.
What is that, 9, 10 months?
I think at a minimum.
I mean,
potential to return, I think.
I mean, in today's medical, who knows?
Yeah.
5, 6.
Could be quicker than that, but you got to imagine he'll be out till at least January, February next year.
It's 50-50. Okay. It is really 50-50 at this point, because if you opt out, right, the leverage is yours in a sense, because they've lost so much, especially if you're trying to stay there. They lost so much, right, and they can't afford for you to walk if they're actually trying to win a championship. So they have to actually negotiate. in fair terms. Right now you got all your leverage. You still got all the leverage because of everything that's happening, right? So you're opting out. You still have a lot of leverage. You're going to next year, starting next season. You won't start at the beginning of the season, and then they're going to use that season to get you on your play. If Anthony Davis is playing very well, MVP type, you kind of on the back burner on that one. Right? They can say, well, this is the guy right now, boom, boom, boom. So it's the play probably is still opt out, and then what's up? Because if they don't, and you sit here and take your ass to the Lakers, right? That because remember, Bron is up too, so he can opt out and sacrifice whatever for that. So there's plays there that like you gotta.
What do you think, Shot?
He'll stay home.
Stay home.
Kyrie eligible to sign a 5-year, $313 million extension this offseason. Not saying he's going to get that, but that's what he's eligible for.
Just think about the narrative, everything he stands for, everything he's always stood for from the Brooklyn situation, right? Waiting to get into a situation that really welcomed him outside of that situation, right? In Brooklyn during the COVID situation, like that put him in a state of mind where he knew he had to find a tribe, people who trusted him and his leadership. I think he found that. And I think just getting hurt don't propel him into free agency thinking he got to find another home and go through that process all over again, which is strenuous in itself. Trusting people you don't know, finding comfort. Then you see them get rid of one of your brothers.
Yeah. That's what I was going to ask you. So you find a tribe. Obviously, we know the relationship with Luka, call each other hermanos. Kyrie blindsided by that trade just like Luka is. This organization has made some moves now that are extremely shaky, questionable. You got an injury-plagued roster. You do have Anthony Davis. You got a nice young core or big man once they do come back and are healthy.
It's part of the business.
Yeah,
but he knows that.
You think he stays loyal to this Mavs squad?
So you don't think he's gonna opt out? You think he's gonna?
I think the business of basketball, he understands it, and I think if he had the choice, he would stay.
No, do you think he's gonna opt out?
You think he opts into that final year? I think either way he opts out. I'm sure the Mavs, at this point, Gil.
So if he opts out, that means he loses the $44 million.
Yeah, he loses $44 million.
But he can sign a new deal. He's
eligible. Sign a new deal.
Okay.
Eligible
So
for a
long
5-year,
as-
$5-year, $313 million deal if he opts out.
So basically, you opt out right now. You have anywhere from I'll say, torn 200 to 313.
For the Mavs to re-sign them?
Yeah. Oh,
Or literally anybody.
No.
The Mavs, I want to say probably that 313, but
No, what I'm saying is, with him being hurt, they're going to try to negotiate anywhere from 200 to 313.
What's the difference if he hopped in?
if he opts in,
44.
It's 44, and then he has to play for that next
I'm sure he can opt in and figure out
For that 1 year, but
long-term
then after
extension.
that, then
It's
what?
the same deal.
He can extend
Yeah, he can extend.
for the same amount, right? That y'all talking about.
I'm sure numbers be a little bit different just with the increased
it
salary.
depends on-
Increased salary, so it's.
Yeah, so I'll opt out so I can get my.
It's the reason I said opt out is
You injured.
I know, so I need to protect. That's why I'm gonna opt out so I can get my 3-4 years.
If you get less.
can't.
Oh, I'm eligible for 5.
Okay.
So what I'm saying, if he opts out, what is your leverage as Dallas Mavericks at that moment in time? Remember, you lost one player, he's up, right? And he's saying, all right, what's up? You really don't have no wiggle room.
They can say they can rebuild.
Yeah, I mean, see, then if you do that, everything you just said these last few months
There's a lot.
goes out of the window.
About
'Cause-
Kyrie Irving?
No.
About trying to win a championship.
You weren't trying to win a championship.
Everybody
you
just got hurt.
But I'm just saying, you got rid of your main guy to win a championship, and then the other guy is up, and you're gonna say we're gonna rebuild. There's no coming back from the franchise.
Or you
in the
saying we
media.
don't have a choice, but that's the only other choice.
Yeah, you let him go, and you rebuild it. Then you got to let Anthony Davis go. So it's.
Think about none of that stuff was in the play.
And then you got
Anthony Davis being your only option to get rid of the thing you didn't want. We didn't ask for this, really.
No, we didn't.
We got this, right? We didn't know what we was gonna do with Kai, really. So if you're them, you're thinking ahead with Luka. You ain't thinking ahead with Kai and Anthony Davis now. So that's why I say if the option is rebuild,
But the thing is, they weren't thinking ahead with Luka, obviously, because they were even but they were hesitant to want to sign him to that long-term extension.
That they thinking ahead, like, oh, hey, hookah, beer, all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? We looking ahead, like, all right, down the line, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna rebuild, or are we gonna keep these core pieces?
Yeah.
They blew up the main piece, like trading Dirk Nowitzki.
And Anthony Davis is up, right?
AD, I believe, is under contract through.
And ticket prices is going up.
He's got a player option 2028.
A lot going on over there.
Summer 2028. So he's under contract for the next 2 full
pitched
seasons.
ahead. They went too early. Ticket prices ain't gonna be worth nothing now.
We're gonna talk about that same, but you got Clay basically under contract through. You got a player option 2026. AD got one 2027.
Yeah, I mean the
PJ Washington, Gafford up after next season as well.
So business wise, so that means if you wait till next year, you, Gafford, and PJ Tucker, PJ Washington fighting all for the same money, right? So you might as well come right now. There's nobody. And then, I mean, just let's be honest. They can't afford to lose them because your championship thought process is gone. All that raising ticket prices, brother, you got to come all the way down. You got to sell it. Yeah, you got to sell it like you the Blazers, because you're not going to be able to raise ticket prices just on Anthony Davis's name, right? So you opt out, and then what's up? Oh, hey, Bron over there trying to, Bron gonna throw the Bron ain't signed yet. He got free money over here.
Okay, so
that scares the shit out of me.
So tell me this. So what would be the thing to do for you to stay in playoff contention if you're Kyrie, instead of chasing the money?
What is this? So I'm gonna miss. So what? 10 months. Let's just say it's a real 10 months. You put
And it's
me
gonna take long. I mean, he's gonna come back next year.
So you're pushing me all the way basically to next All-Star break.
Yeah.
And let's just say me and you are having a conversation. Me and AD, you and AD.
Mm-hmm.
We're having a conversation like, let's give it that time for us both to be 100% healthy and come back at the same time.
But in reality, this year's chop gone. Next year's gone.
Not necessarily next year, but this year for sure.
No, next year's gone. You have your best player not coming back until February.
Right.
The earliest. That means it's going to take him time to get in motion.
But you got off-season moves you can still make. You can acquire pieces in the offseason before Kyrie get back. You got to figure that out too. You still got pieces you can move. You still got pieces What I'm saying is, if you're Kyrie and you trying to say playoff contention, and what can I do on some Brunson type shit to help us stay in that while I'm recovering?
Nah, it's
Instead of us going into, well, we don't know if Kyrie gonna be Kyrie when he get back. Do we go into rebuild mode? What do we do with AD? We didn't ask for this asset. Do we move him? Or do we give them an opportunity and a chance to actually fight for it? Do we give them an opportunity?
But
do you have
as a player, I don't have. I already seen who you was.
Not together.
No. I already seen who you was as an organization.
That's what I'm saying.
You're saying as a player, you seen how the organization acts.
I see how you do. Yes, I already seen you.
If the Mavs didn't want to give Luka that bread, how?
No, just period.
But is it about explaining why to the players?
No.
For clarity?
No.
But if you're Kyrie, you've seen Luka spend his whole career there, everything he's done for that franchise.
Right. What you think they're gonna do to him?
You bought a $15
Well,
million
Kyrie
house.
is not living the same lifestyle.
But what I'm saying is, we don't know what his lifestyle is. That's just an excuse,
That's what they're saying.
right? I mean, hookah and beer. That's the easiest thing in the NBA.
I know. We know that. We're not saying that's the right thing
but
to
I'm
say.
just saying,
But
so to
they using that.
use that is, I look past that. So if you're him, you're really not trustworthy. But I can tell you this though.
Why are you not though? We welcomed you here.
No. The last nigga welcomed me here. Y'all didn't.
Oh, you talking about Cuban?
Cuban welcomed me here.
Who sold? Obviously, he doesn't control basketball decisions anymore.
It's something deeper.
No, just look at it as just the math side. You're missing this year. We have no hope. Next year, with just Anthony Davis, you're coming back in February. We already know what that looks like when you come back. You're not gonna be this Kyrie until the following season. But you're gonna be up next summer. So you're gonna play a month, 2 months of basketball, and then I'm gonna come to you and like, yeah, this 16, 4, and 2, yeah, we're taking about what, 150 for 4. Like, I really get to negotiate with you now because you didn't really have that year you wanted.
So I guess my question for you, Gil, Kyrie opts out. Do you think he'll be able to get that $200+ million range, just from what we've seen in the previous seasons before he came to Dallas.
Well, I mean, from there, that's where your agent comes in at,
Yeah.
because now he has to look at who has money. Like there's all strategy, right? You got to look at what the play is around the league. Start putting fillers out there. Who's opting out? Like this is this is about 4 or 5 years from now. So you got to really secure your bag. You got to do. This is when you have to be active on the phone.
Okay,
as
so
a
at
player.
this point, you're Kyrie, you're hurt. You're sitting at home, you're recovering. You're saying I don't trust them. Right? That's one. I don't know this new teammate enough to be able to say I'm going to commit because of him. What about my other guys? Do I chase a ring or do I build a fort?
Who? Dallas?
Kyrie.
Do I chase a ring? Do I build a fort? At 33,
Legacy talk.
at 33.
We're right at legacy talk too.
No, I mean, 33. You're really trying to secure it. I mean,
I'm trying to secure the
it's
ring.
just it's really more of bluffing than anything.
Which bluff?
I'm opting out.
Oh, that bluff.
I'm opting out. I'm opting out.
That's why I was thinking. I'm thinking, is that a smart bluff
Yeah.
for him in this angle? You coming back from injury,
Listen, if
but-
Kyrie Irving
and you're
goes to the
going
Lakers-
into injury.
But
Right now, thinking that
If Kyrie,
no, what I'm saying is, are you willing as Dallas Mavericks, with everything that's been happening, are you willing to take that chance of me actually, something weird happening, and I actually leave? Can you sit there with that next year, this season, trying to explain what the fuck happened?
yeah, if the goal is to, if the
I
goal is to
don't
rebuild,
think I don't think Dallas recovers for a minute, just media-wise and fan
they
base-wise.
just did it. They just did the biggest one ever.
yeah.
They ain't recover.
Oh yeah, they still playing.
No, I mean, yeah, they gotta play. They can't end the season.
Hey, man, boy, the fans still showing up.
I don't think they recover at all. I think it's a
Fans still
wrap.
showing up.
I think Dallas is a wrap though.
No.
Just-
If he leaves, you just lost the two people in a freak accident way. The two people that took you to the championship.
Mark Cuban is cheering.
Mark Cuban don't got nothing to.
Oh yeah, no.
He's cheering. He's like, look what happened. Look what happened when I leave the fort. This is what happened when I ain't doing this shit. This is what they just fucked this whole shit up.
Let's go deeper into the situation going on in Dallas right now. Kyrie, unfortunately, out for the season. Daniel Gafford, Derek Lively, P.J. Washington out for shorter periods of time. Jaden Hardy also left that game Monday with an ankle sprain. So let's look at what's happened with the Mavs since the start of this 2025 season. 24-25 season. We got the Derek Lively ankle stress fracture. Luka traded, AD strained adductor, Gafford sprained MCL, Quentin Grimes, who they traded, doing work in Philly, 44-piece. Obviously, look at Jalen Brunson, what he was doing. They didn't want to give him the bread. Lakers move up to the 2 seed. Shout out to Underdog NBA. They don't really have anything to do with much, but we did get Luka, and we are on the way to another title. Mavs also announced season ticket price increases the same day that Kyrie Irving tears his ACL. And to add to all that, today Shams is reporting that it's not out of the realm of possibility that AD does not suit up again for the Mavs this season. According to Shams, AD's talking to his representation, trying to figure out what the best move is going forward. Dallas currently 32-30, holding on the last playing spot in the West by 3.5 games over the Suns. You think the Mavs are still a playing team despite all these injuries?
Sean's reported that when? What time?
He reported that today on Pat McAfee's show.
Oh yeah, I could have told you that. When did he get hurt?
AD got hurt his first game with the Mavs.
He hurt his
Sixers.
coochie first game.
No.
Yeah, it was.
No,
He hurt his.
It was over then. That was it. It was over then. I could have told him that. All right. We could have told y'all that. That's it. That's the end of it. Just let it go. Because the things he got to do just to get to the 8th seed, yeah, he wasn't coming back, player.
Yo, I don't think Dallas ever recovers, man. I think it's time for Dallas to move on.
Damn.
Like, I'm talking about get out of Dallas.
So AD got hurt that first game against the Rockets, excuse me. He also got hurt against the Sixers, which was his last game with the Lakers.
Wait, what?
So AD last game against the Lakers, he had that injury before the trade.
No, we knew that.
Then first game with the Mavs against the Rockets.
Yeah, okay.
Back on February 8th.
February 8th, that was it. Right there, February 8th, Shams. That was the real date that he decided wasn't coming back after
You feel? I mean, but Gil, do you think? I mean, if Kyrie stays healthy, the rest of these guys are going to be coming back soon.
Yeah, I mean,
this team had short-term championship aspirations.
No,
with this roster.
that's media shit. It was in Tim's spot this whole time. He comes back to play in the playing game, fight for this, just to play 8th seed. Like that is a hard road right there. This is not like the team was sitting at 3rd, 4th. Like you're talking about the 10th seed that has to fight for a play-in, then fight again for the 8th seed, then play the number 1 seed.
Good luck.
Like, yeah.
Just for 5 extra.
That's what I'm saying. He would be coming back if they was the 4, like healthy. If they was a 3, 4 seed, hell yeah, you come back because you're right there.
But at this point, Mavs are only a game and a half behind the Warriors for the 6th spot. I'm just saying. So before this Kyrie injury news, they were still well within the contention of not getting out of the play-in and getting an actual playoff spot.
Hey, actually moving to 3.
You know what I'm saying? Like there was.
If 8, it's all a bunch of hypotheticals though, but it's like.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But if you look at the way the West is structured right now,
Yeah, it was easy.
So you sound, you know what? You sound like
Opportunity.
a game and a
Who's
half
number 2?
out of the 6th spot still at this.
The Lakers
very
are number
moment.
2 right now.
That's how easy it is.
That's which actually
Lakers
showed the
is-
See
difficulty.
how fucking easy that was?
To show the
It
difficulty.
was that easy.
Tremendous job that Luka,
You went
LeBron,
from,
and
oh
Dak did.
shit, the ship is sinking to, hey, we done patched this shit up.
you just said the same thing that Philly was saying to themselves on them keeping Embiid in there. We only half a game out of 5th. We only 2 games out of 3rd. Like, shut up. Your season over with, dog.
Different situation, but
Yeah, in 12th spot talking about, we only a game and a half.
it is the Eastern Conference.
We only a game and a half out of what's in there, so you gotta play. Man, no. You in 12th spot. Everybody thinking the same.
So we asked the chat, will the Mavs even make the play-in? 88% of the chat says no. So let's talk about the decision the Mavs made Monday before Kyrie's injury. Mavs announced Monday they will be raising season ticket prices for next season. Costs will go up an average of 8.6%, with the team saying the increased prices are due to ongoing investments in the team and fan engagement.
It's time to.
Sorry.
think they go-
9 months
I think
after an
they
NBA Finals appearance, Mavs are now dealing with a rash of
make some
injuries after trading Luka in a surprise move.
Watch.
During their blowout loss to the Kings Monday after Kyrie left the game, thousands of fans could be seen leaving the arena before the start of the 4th quarter. I think they were losing by like 28 at that point. So smart move for the Mavs to raise season ticket prices for next season.
I mean, obviously it sounds dumb right now, right? Because they did it before the game. You know what? How much money do they have?
Who, the Mavs?
Yeah.
I'm sure a
Do
lot.
they have a no? I'm saying
More than me.
No. I mean, how much free agency money do they actually have?
Cap
What
space.
kind
So
of cap space do they
they
have?
have, if Kyrie opts in, they have $193 million committed for next season if Kyrie opts in. So they also have their draft pick 25, 26, but it gets a little shaky after that.
How much cap space?
I believe they would be.
I didn't ask you.
I don't know what the cap
How
is
much
going to be.
money they spending?
I didn't-
How much money do they have left over after they spend it?
I imagine not a lot. Again, it depends on if Kyrie opts in or not. Kyrie opts in, they do not have much flexibility in free agency to get moves made.
Because raising your price with no extra, it's not like you went on a 9-game winning streak or no shit like that.
You just traded the face of the franchise.
It's like, do you have somebody coming in this summer that we don't know?
No, we
Right? Do you know? So, like, is there somebody in a free agency that you already made a deal with that's coming to you guys and y'all raising the price now?
So, announcement made Monday before Kyrie gets hurt. I think in their mind, they say we got Kyrie, we got AD, we got Clay, we got the young boys.
Say that again.
No.
They got Kyrie.
I'm not going to say anything because I
I
already know how you
got
move.
Kyrie. Okay. I got Anthony Davis.
Yes,
I
you did.
lost. Luka got Anthony Davis and then now decide to raise the price?
Look like
Filet mignon to New York Strip, and I want to raise the price of the steak?
With the proper marination, the New York strip can taste
over
like
the
filet
cap.
mignon. What?
They over the cap.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that 193 if Kyrie opts in. If he dips or he opts out of that deal, They got a little wiggle room, but not a ton.
Boy,
Looks like they trying to trade. Look like they trying to change the area code, man.
Boy, this is it does because this is hotel water.
Because they not gonna look like they about to
This
move them
hotel
boys.
water, this Fiji costs
I
$14.
They about to move them boys.
They about to change the area code.
Man, I just told y'all that. They about to lit. This summer is going to be a big summer.
They about to move them boys. Ticket prices going up with nobody there.
Hey,
I don't
Giannis.
think they can move him.
Nah.
I think
No.
owners have to
do
agree. I
that.
think a certain percentage of
some
owners
money?
have to agree on a relocation.
You want some money?
There were some speculation
y'all
that
wants some
the
money? Hey,
franchise
Shake.
was trying to strong arm the state to be able to get. They want to build an arena with the casino attached to it.
Listen, bro.
Oh, so they're trying to
about to-
trying to bluff too.
Yeah, they about to
See, that's
area code.
that's
We can do what we want now. Remember that.
We own it. It's ours.
We can do what we want.
Y'all seen the movie Eddie?
But it's all
Great film.
What's so funny is, at the end of the day, if they're in the business of casino, they do not give a fuck about the basketball part.
No, it's money.
Right?
They
So
profit.
So what happens
move it.
is, what ends up happening is, they could be just sabotaging the actual team.
Yes.
Just to say, yo, we need to get out of this place. Let's move to Vegas.
Yes.
So they can freak out in the city because the team will be leaving. And they'll be like, okay, you can build a casino.
Yep.
Boom.
You can have what you want.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm telling you.
Had a casino. Kyrie, you can leave. Motherfucker, what's your name? With the brow, you can leave. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Right.
Because my money is made here. This is a tax write-off now.
If I'm an owner, I want to know how this team's gonna make me money.
Yep.
And if this team, if I'm looking at, all right, I don't think Luka gonna make me no money. If I gotta pay him all this money,
We can't afford
nah, I'm not doing that. Okay, he's not gonna give me my money back either, or him. I need this casino. This
That's how
casino
we
gonna give my money
Because
back.
that's how we can afford them, though.
Man, we can afford them now.
But
That's
it's
how I'm not just spending my money. You know, billionaires don't like to spend their own money. We're not spending our money. Where the money at we gonna spend to pay them? We're not doing it.
What's the owner name? She a girl. She's a lady, right?
It's a
Adelson.
family.
Yeah, so they own the Sands.
Cutthroat.
Used to have a nice hotel in Vegas back in the
Cutthroat.
day.
They know that's how that's
I believe
Vegas.
that. I believe
Vegas
that. They're sabotaging the
Yeah.
team because they want to move the team.
I mean, when it's this, I mean, for the most part, you know, I don't know now today, but for the most part, these NBA, NFL teams aren't there. That's not how they made their money. There's only a few owners that made their money from this team, right? Everybody else is just, these are the write-offs. Like Ballmer, he didn't make his money from the Clippers.
Yes, Ballmer calling the rest of the owners in the
hobby.
league broke boys.
Broke
and girls.
boys. Like he didn't
Broke
make
boys
his
and
money
girls.
from the, like, he's like, yeah, I can buy at least 4 or 5 of y'all. What's happening? Y'all need some loans? I can loan y'all some money. You need to, hey, you need to you need a new gym? And go ahead, pay back 10% interest.
I think Ballmer has more money than all the other owners combined. It might be tripping with that number, but
Jeez. It's a hobby. The Clippers a hobby.
Hey, Blazers, what's happening over there? Hey, I seen your arena looks kind of ashy in this motherfucker. Yeah, let me go ahead and give you a little $1 billion. Go ahead and
cocoa
remodel.
butter.
Go and give me back 25% on that. What's happening?
I'm bored.
Huh?
I'm bored, money.
But that's what I'm saying. So
Disrespectful,
they
man.
don't have to be in the business of basketball. So we really have to see what they are actually about. And that's what I'm saying. The whole Luka slander is like, well, if your motive is to really just get a casino and pull these moves and you moved him to show that you're willing to do whatever, that would be fucked up to throw all that dirt on his name just because you're trying to make a move and justify it.
Well, not just his, Nico too. Nico the fall guy. He's
That's
he's the guy to be able to move.
as it tends to go.
Just throw it all
He
over
was
him.
definitely a part of it now.
Yeah. But he's the
Nah, he ain't a part of it. This what you gonna do.
yeah.
Listen here, boy.
Yeah.
This
just
what you gonna do. You
Yeah.
like your checks, right?
throw him under the bus.
So do you guys feel bad for Mavs fans at this point?
No.
Damn.
No, I mean, it's
A fine fan base.
because it's business.
Business.
You're not giving me what I want.
When you
just gonna
benefit
move this
from
team.
it, you happy. When you in the shit, it stink.
But I mean, we've seen the reaction after the Luka trade, makeshift funerals.
I feel sad with the smile and the inside.
Because it's not your team.
It's just like an enemy, is gone, and you sitting there. That's what I'm doing. Cause I feel sad, but we got Luka, so I'm not that sad.
So going to one of your biggest haters' funerals just to make sure that
it's just,
well.
oh man.
I mean, to see that franchise.
Over there crying.
I mean, to see that franchise crumble though. For all
Like,
those
I mean,
years.
but you got Mark
That's a lot
Cuban
of
for the
history.
longest time, one of the best owners in the league.
Yeah.
Obviously, he sells majority stake. Still involved in the franchise. We see when the Mavs played the Lakers, we were at that game. Thank you to Underdog. But you got Cuban with Luka's family hugging it up. And so I'm just saying, he didn't have any knowledge of that deal. I don't think he would have ever got rid of Luka.
Of course he wouldn't have.
No.
He's had Dirk. Wait, hold on. Think about everybody he's had as a owner.
He didn't have to pay them that.
He had, but the prices at that moment in time.
Had that bread.
No,
to
what
pay
I'm saying
them.
is, at the time.
Hey, I gotta pay Dirk 85.
Yeah. No, but what I'm saying.
Back then, though,
Back then, you got Dirk.
Back then, you gotta pay Dirk 85.
It was 85
You ain't doing it?
compared to that.
that 85 was
That's
a
a
lot.
lot.
But 25 was a lot. That
25 was crazy.
Come on,
Getting
man.
100 million.
Look, Dirk Nowitzki in the league that we was in, 85 million, no way. Gonna figure something out here.
No, he's a super max player, so he gets whatever the super
Mark
max.
can't afford that. That's the point. I'm the
Mark
billionaire.
got
that
Shark
can't
Tank
afford-
bread.
He wasn't at that point.
But that
That's
wasn't the
Shark Tank
contracts
bread.
then. But he's paying those deals.
We're not
then.
even saying the contracts then. I'm talking about the money now. Back then, we're talking about 80. You're
But
gonna pay Dirk 85 million.
Nobody can afford the.
Exactly.
No,
Just
but
like
is it-
right now, they can't afford it right now.
Except for Ballmer.
That's why they didn't do it.
Yeah,
they couldn't afford it.
Yes, they can.
They can't ever
got
find a
it.
strong arm.
Ballmer can afford it.
Dallas couldn't afford that. That's why they need the casino.
Yes.
They couldn't afford to pay Luka.
That's why they need the
85
casino.
million,
No,
yes.
it's a casino family that bought it.
They
What
don't
you need,
got it.
cash? I don't need no other. I don't
but they
need
need
no
a
partners.
casino to run the money through.
Yeah.
We need to.
How many partners do
With
they have?
Ozark, what you
So I
call that
think
shit?
it's Adelson,
Ozark.
Dumont, I don't know. Let me look, Gil.
Because this is not a group of investors.
That's a fact. Yeah.
Succession, man.
It's just like the Waltons buying something.
You ain't never seen Succession?
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, like, we not
Oh, no,
paying
so
you
Du-
that. Like, the casino
Dumont
won't pay you.
is in the Adelson family as well, so.
So it's just one family. So it's not like they have a whole bunch of people. Jay-Z buying in, got us shit 5%. No, it's like, we don't need y'all, buddy. So it's.
Right, so we're not going to pay you.
We're not.
85.
That's a big.
Like the
as a
casino's
group,
going to pay you.
Me, Brandon, and Josiah sitting around like, hey man, y'all really want to pay this nigga 85
Right.
million, bro?
Buffet
so we can
coupon.
go do some other shit with this money.
Yeah, like, if we're going to pay him 85, give us a casino.
Yeah, they
That
gotta give
will
us-
pay him. Not,
Yeah, we'll pay him. Yeah, we
Other
got.
casinos pay him.
And then we asking each other.
I just want a casino.
Hey, Joe, you gonna pay him? You gonna pay him out of your lot? Hey, you gonna pay him out of your stash? I ain't paying him out of my stash either. Well, we gotta get rid of him.
Listen.
I ain't paying him out of my stash.
You know
because this
why?
casino going to be here for a long
You know why I
time.
wanna-
It's going to be here longer than him.
Dad said get the casino.
You know why I want a casino here? Because I'm paying him to stay here and play. I'm gonna pay you $300-400 million. Hopefully you have a bad habit and you spend it all back in the casino.
Yeah.
Give him the chip.
Shit, I'm gonna get my money back.
You're not going nowhere.
You ain't going nowhere.
No.
This is home.
And Dad, for life, on the
What the hell
book.
you going to Vegas for, right here, son?
We're trying to
pump
get
that-
our
we're gonna
money
pump that
back.
air out.
We want our money. We want
Keep
our-
you here all
Oh,
day. You can smoke all the hookah you
Kyrie,
want.
hey, Kyrie, get Luka in the building. Tell him we got a Luka lounge.
With beer.
Casino.
Got beer.
Hookah Luka lounge.
In the
A
casino.
hookah Luka lounge. I like that.
Machine. Ching, 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 ching.
A hookah Luka lounge. That's all right.
Oh, y'all.
All right.
All right, well, let's keep this
Puff,
thing.
puff,
You know how horrible that is? I just thought about it. You know how much.
What's the hookah lounge everybody go to now?
What? Listen, the advances that's going to be given out to your players. What?
How many
That's
people
how they got
moving
Bruno
to
Mars.
Dallas when they get the casino popping?
Well, shout out to the Mavs. Hopefully it works out.
I'm getting the crib down. I'm telling you.
But let's keep this thing moving. Today's podcast is sponsored by Roe.